The following podcast is best listened to with headphones on to get the full experience. Bringing you your favorite new MCs, it's Dormville!
What you wanna do? We only getting old. Tryna be the greatest story that was ever told. If you hit my line, then I gotta hit the road. I hope that you never ask what all this shit is for. It's what you make it. We skipped out the party and tonight we getting naked. If we hit the town, then we ballin' like the Lakers.
What's going on, everybody? It's Dormville. I'm your host, Mike Hood, with my co-host.
Backstage Phantom.
And we're back again, season 4.
Yeah.
Episode 1 with rapper Babyface. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you guys?
Bro, blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, for those of y'all who sleep like shit and don't know who Babyface is, bro, you know how to go. First, go on to whatever streaming service you use and go stream Zone about 10, 15 times because, it's just that good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Energy.
Bro, go do that, you know what I'm saying? And then, honestly, bro, one of New Jersey's up and coming, bro, because y'all have a scene coming up right now.
We do have a scene.
Like, no cap, bro, fucking, because we talked to Prince Weiser out of New York, but then he put us on to Samad Savage, and then he put us on to Chris Patrick and you, and then, bro, it's just like, you put us on, like, you said you dropped somebody's name earlier, in the pre-interview stuff, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Phace,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, Phace. And so it's just kind of like, bro, Dormville season 4 or maybe season 5, bro, it might just be exclusively Jersey type shit. I'm just saying, bro, because y'all got some.
Oh, you could do it. You could do it, bro. It's a lot of heads out in Jersey. Like, it's a lot. I also got to be honest. It's a lot of like. There's a lot of stuff muddying up, but there's a lot of like really good artists out there. Like,
y'all have quality
shout out
and quantity.
Close Rule, shout out Geno 5, shout out Phace with the Miss, shout out Soul Brother and Conscious, shout out Samir, shout out Kovu Soul. There's a bunch of other motherfuckers. I could go on for that long, but there's a lot of Jersey artists. Shout out to Previous. We going crazy. It's crazy.
Yo, off jump the other day, I think it was like day before yesterday, you were on your IG story and you were talking about how features about to go up, and if a nigga's holding on to a feature, that's just not the move. Like, what's going on with that?
Bruh, it's just a lot of like I don't want to come across as a dickhead, but like I'm not a dickhead. Like, it's just a lot of people like asking me for features, to them, like particularly like free features, like asking me for them. I get them, like, I fuck with you as an artist, like I'm not gonna charge you, and then you just hold on to it and you're not dropping it. And it's kind of like, I got people who are in contact with me who are letting me know, yeah, like we finna drop it soon, just give me time.
Yeah, just hold on,
like, just holding on to it, and it's like, it's just a little bit annoying, and it's because it's like it's time and effort, especially like now, like I quit my job, like I'm just going full throttle, putting my time and effort into this, and that's why I left my job, because I was wasting time there. Not because but because I know like, bro, things are like picking up. Like, time that I'm spending at my job. Like normally when I'm working, when I was still at my job, I'll be getting ready for. I wouldn't be able to even interview you guys right now, or like, and I have a bunch of other stuff to do later today. So I mean, like, it wasn't working in my favor anymore. It was not worth the money I was getting, so I was just like, fuck.
Are there any collabs or any features that you're like, yo, once this shit drops, y'all niggas are gonna be ready for it?
I got a couple features. I think I only have 2 that I feel like are really super stand out. Like, nah, all of them are good, but like all of them are good. Like, I mean, not whole, like all of them are good. But I also have a lot of features that I don't remember.
Really?
But the 2 that I can remember, that are 3. 2 that I can remember, excuse me, fucking up, that are really good is I have one with Million. He's a Jersey artist. That shit is crazy. I recorded that in the summer. It's kind of like, a lot of people like to do heartbreak songs, so it's a heartbreak verse, but it was the right beat, and like my flow on was crazy.
Man, so
I was
off, bro.
It was great. Like, I don't know. I just got it in a different type of bag. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. It's like, tell me that you're never gonna fail me. Ali acting all childish. I always keep you smiling. The way I flow on the beat, it's crazy. It's crazy, but like, it's crazy. But that one and the two other ones are singing joints. One is from my man's from LA. This shit is a singing joint. It's actually a Triller on my iPad far enough around like when I dropped All That Matters. It's still up there. That's gonna drop soon. And then I have a feature with Finesse. I'm from New York, but he went to Seton Hall Prep. Well, not Seton Hall Prep, Seton Hall College over here. And I got on his song called Connect. That shit's hard too. That's like a singing joint as well. But
Yo, you talked a lot about just like New Jersey rap and like who all like you fuck with in the scene, but like in it, is it like a competitive nature, or is it more so like like it's just a bunch of niggas making music and whoever makes it and helps the niggas out that are like still haven't?
yo, it was competitive. It was competitive for a while, like for a grip. Not so much anymore. Like for me, honestly, I stopped competing. I feel like things are getting better since I just detached my mind from competing, and I'm just like, let me just work to be the best version of myself. And it's like instead of just competing and looking at what's bad from everybody, just look at what can I learn from everybody because you can learn something from everybody. But it was competitive. Like it's a little crab in the bucket a little bit because niggas be like, bruh, keep it a buck. Niggas be jacking moves, bro. Let's say it on any like I feel like any platform, but niggas be jacking moves, bro. Like I did a lot of shit first. So I'm not going like now on some petty shit, but like
But just
it's just
you know what I'm
it's
saying.
like
Is it
in
like
terms of like engineers, like I'm John Ace's first client. Like everybody was going to John Ace. Like everybody's going to John Ace. There's not a single that's in the scene that don't fuck with John Ace right now. And now people are switching over to Tom J. Like, it's just little shit like that. Like after I did the no jumper shit, niggas was trying to get on no jumper. That's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it too. But like, I don't. I try not. I feel like it's just integrity. Like I'm not going to just copy you. It's not going like for me. Like Chris is somebody that like I'm like in my that's all the other artists. Like I'm closer with Chris than a lot of other artists. But like if I see Chris doing something and going for an opportunity, like my shit just because like off the strength, I feel like that's his move. Like I'm gonna just find another move because it's older. So people be trying to copy the formula and it doesn't work. Like
you can't
try to
do the
copy
same
the
thing as
you
somebody
can't do the
else.
same thing else. You can't. It doesn't work.
It's
People.
inauthentic.
Right.
Yeah. So once people gotta just learn that you just gotta be authentically yourself. Because I really watched No Jumper. Like I used to really watch vlogs. I used to know he let people on stream, so I'm like, oh shit, like let me just do this. This will probably give me a good platform. Let me get the video up on there.
Right.
And that's why I did it. Not because I saw anybody else do it, because it was my own idea. Like as soon as when I was playing.
Yo, you talking about like you and Chris being close and whatnot. Like y'all took that trip over to Sony earlier. I think that had to been early this month, early January.
Yeah, it was like last week. We was over.
What was that experience like?
That shit was
kind of like surreal, or was it?
That shit was hard. It was Sony. It was specifically RCA.
Right.
That shit was hard. I was just playing my music for them and shit. I played a collab with me and Chris and shit. It was hard. Like it wasn't surreal. It's like all this shit happening is surreal. But at the end of the day, like I remember it was just like a few months after I started doing this, like where I was like, yo, this is like what I'm made for. Like this is what I want to do. So it's like surreal, but at the end of the day, like it was all laid out to get to, maybe not exactly like laid out, but like that's why I was working so hard. I wasn't working hard for no reason. Like sometimes, even though it felt like I was working hard for no reason, sometimes it wasn't for no reason. Yeah, so like I said it to I was with our day that we went to there, like we went up like right after we got out the office. I'm like, yo, this shit's starting to feel like it finally makes sense because like, and it's not that's not the end goal. Like, it's a cool little trip. Like I'm in tune with the A&Rs, a couple A&Rs from RCB and shit. It's whatever. Like we keep it moving, but like shit going in the right direction.
Whenever y'all went, was it an invite thing, or was it like, yo, we're just gonna show up and see how this goes?
Nah. They invited me, and I just brought a couple people along.
When they reached out to you, was I know I keep saying like surreal, but like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not. It's like Omen, you know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah, right. Yeah.
but
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like once you got those like that email, was it like? Because like I'll say like off jump, you're probably the fastest emailer I've ever met in my entire life.
really. I be on it, bro. Cause I'm on my phone. Like people be like, "Yo, you pick up the phone fast." People be like, "You respond to text fast, you know, fast." Like I'm on my phone though. Like what else I'm finna do if I'm on my phone?
like like my thing is like most people, because like, I check my email like at like specific increments, because like I'll either be in class or I'll be like doing something or doing whatever, and if it's an email, I'm like, oh, it's probably from the school or it's from like somebody that's just like sending or submitting stuff. But I was like, damn, bro, this nigga got me my emails like I'm texting somebody. Shit.
We were going back and forth like on some shit, but like nah, like to the first point, like it was kind of surreal. Even though I seen like the A&Rs follow me and shit, like after Zone got released, like for them to email me like just one like less than a week after the song dropped, I'm like, damn. Like,
So
I
it
was
was
like,
just
damn,
like
I
they
didn't.
heard Zone, then they sent the email for Zone.
They heard Zone
Mm-hmm.
and they get like maybe 9 to 10 days, week 7 days, 7 to 10 days. They like, yeah, stop by. Yeah, that's fast as hell, right?
That's a fast,
It's fast
especially
as
for
fuck.
music niggas, bro. 'Cause,
That's fast as shit. So I was like, yo, holy fuck. But like, I was like, and like, I just played like all my best, and he was fucking with the shit. That shit was hard. Like, it was just a good experience, and he chopped it up, and he was honest. Like, it was cool because like, you feel me? I didn't have like, obviously, I have to walk in there like, you know, on my P's and Q's and just
right.
ready to talk together. But he was very honest with me. Like we didn't talk any numbers or anything, obviously, but they invited me, like, but we didn't talk serious numbers. But like he was just like, yo, just he didn't try to be like, yo, we're fucking with this. Like I'm like, obviously they're like hinting towards like, yeah, we're interested, but like
Right.
Yeah.
he wasn't like you should sign now. Like he was like, yo, just keep on grinding, keep on going
Just being
crazy.
genuine, bro.
Yeah, be genuine, just keep on going crazy, keep on laying out your plan. It seems like you know what you're doing. And then, cause like that's also a part of like coming in on my P's and my Q's, cause people see like, cause I had another phone call with like another label, and like that was the same like comment they made. Like it seemed like you know what they're doing, you know what you're doing. So like they're not put me in a jam or anything. They're just gonna tell me like, yo, just keep on getting the buzz up. Like now when it comes to signing that contract, or who knows, you always gotta have a lawyer. Like, but like just doing like discussions and shit. It was some genuine shit. They said just keep on pushing the envelope, keep on dropping, keep on just gaining attention. And man, I've been trying to do that ever since. I'm just trying to keep on. It's just foot on gas now, cause like about momentum, bro. This game is
Right.
about momentum. Rap is about momentum, bro. Like I feel like I recorded enough songs in the past like year or so that I have a lot of tracks I can drop and that are solid about momentum and get momentum.
So like I was gonna ask you like how was the reception for Zone, but I mean like after that it's kind of like
Yeah,
that
it's like,
shit
you got
that's
the
just
Sony
doing great,
nod.
you know. What I mean?
Nah, it's so crazy, bro. That shit is going crazy, bro. Like I've had like not famous people, but people who hang out with like famous people, like who hang out with big name rappers hitting me up and shit. Like, yo, this shit's hard, bro. Like, and just the fan, like, and obviously I've been putting a lot of work behind the scenes. Like, usually it's me and my girlfriend just emailing and shit, but we were just putting in that work behind the scenes and just sending it out. The blogs have been helping us. My team, my guy Matt at Fast Early has been helping the distribution, the playlist and the shit, and all around just trying to find any opportunity to get this single, out there. And it's been really going well. Like just people reaching out. Like I don't know, man. It's my best performing release by far. Like even if like the numbers is really good too, but just the press Like I'm getting mad interviews, getting mad write-ups, getting mad people reaching out. It's just dope, man. Mad people watching. Like I have people like answering my questions who have like verified checks and shit.
Hey,
Like it's been crazy, bro.
bro, this is just the beginning, or like saying, bro, you started the beginning, bro. You're in the middle of the race, bro. You still
Yeah,
got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly. Always shit to do.
bro, that's a great way to start off the year, though. It's just
For
kind of
real.
like coming off of like a fire ass single, and then just like being prepared to just you have one dropping like in like like almost one
Two,
like a week and a half.
yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, like a week and a half at this point. Yeah, and like I had some. I might leave a little bit of space so like in between the drop after this next one, just to let it promote both songs, let that shit marinate, do as much as I can, drop videos, drop whatever, and then just come back at it, keep the momentum running. Cause like I just like we were talking about earlier, the trial and error thing. I know like how this shit works. So like,
But do you think you would ever do like some sync shit with this song or the song that's about to drop?
bro, funny, funny thing is, bro, uh, it's like nah, ain't nothing happening right now, but like even my like last year started crazy for me, like 2019, Black and Bright PR hit me about my song Hell. Is it's on my project Places, but Black and White PR is like HBO, like they help do the music and
They
stuff
do
for
all
HBO,
this, yeah.
like what the fuck, like Atlanta and shit, and a couple other shows. They had reached out and they were like saying we're considering your song, but they never got back to me. But like, that shit was like just a cool ass feeling. But I'm definitely interested in doing like some sync licensing and stuff. Any way to like at this point, like any way to just get income from my music.
I've been like that's one of the things I've been like looking into a lot lately is just like sync and how it works and like all the percentages and all that shit. But like I don't know, I don't feel like enough people understand or know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a
It's
fact.
like we had one of the guys that we work with all the time, Mo Thorough. Shout out him. Shout out All Left Field. They just had a project dropped, but you know, what I'm saying? Look, this is not promo for them.
Nah, you good. You good.
I just get in the habit sometimes, but like, he ended up getting one of his songs synced onto BET, and I'm just like, bro, like that's fucking play that niggas aren't like thinking about, like, because I didn't even know sync was
Nah,
a thing until late last year, because I just started reading a book like about music and shit like that, and I was like, huh, niggas must not know that you can do this. Like, there's websites to do it for you.
100%, bro. Just because like I'm not working right now, so I just have to be creative. And like I was like yesterday, literally, I was just like, I don't know where I was going, but I was like, yo, I definitely need to think about some sync licensing and shit. So like, you just bring it up as a reminder, not to really lock into this shit. But I move for like especially if you're like a songwriter, like
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
this is thing is where the fuck is that? You can make a song specifically just for that shit.
Let's talk about your early life for a little bit. So, you're you're Haitian American. Is that like, has that influenced like your music at all? Like, what was it like, growing up for you?
I think it influences my the bounce that I have in my music. It's just has a lot of it has cool melodies. It just has a lot of bounce. It keeps you dancing. Kumpa, excuse me. It keeps you dancing and shit. And like at every party, like that's what was played. And like you feel me, my dad also had like sensitive like just love for music. Like he wasn't a musician himself, but he has mad vinyls, mad CDs. He just and like right now he just plays all types of music. He'll be playing music and I hear that shit and just take what I can from it. Like now when I listen to music, I just listen like to enjoy.
Right.
When I was a kid. Now I listen to stuff. But like just growing up, like no man, like I don't know, like just I was first generation. So like at the start it wasn't the easiest, but my dad was just coming up and doing his thing and like I don't know, it's just there's a lot going on in my childhood. Like I feel like and everyone has teenage years in their childhood. Like I don't feel like anybody has like a regular childhood.
Do you find that you're more motivated by like people, by sort of like people like challenging you, going like, oh no, this ain't it, or like, do you are you more motivated by the by like appraisal, like things just like going like smoothly?
Great question. I feel necessarily challenges, but I'm always looking to overcome them. I think I'm really just motivated by my love for this shit, to be honest. But like when it comes to like challenges, like a challenge does provide me with motivation, like, but it isn't like my sole motivation. But like a challenge is always something like, all right, we got to overcome this shit. How are we about to do this? Like, because there's always a way like to do it. It's just like you gotta think critically. So yeah, challenge definitely is motivation. And like when things are going smooth, happy, but I'm never content with things going smoothly because like it's smoothly right now. But like there's always more I can do, and I have to prepare for the next few moments that are coming. For me. So
You have like a
there's motivation.
you have like a real like not motivation, like a real like level up mentality. That's why I've been calling that shit lately. Just because we were having a conversation before this, like before we started the interview, it was just me and Mike, and we were just talking about kind of what people need to do. Like it's kind of, you don't want to stay stagnant. You always want to be challenged by like different individuals. Like always
Exactly.
being like, yo, my nigga, like you could do this, but what if you did it this way though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then taking whatever somebody else says instead of being like, oh, you bitch ass nigga, why can't I do it my way? Like, why don't you believe in me? It's like, oh, okay, like let me take that and then just like turn it into like and then put my own spin on that shit and just kind of.
Facts, bro. I feel like that's what helped me. That's what helped me get to this point, like especially with my artistry, because like certain things I couldn't do as good now back then, and to be able to begin to do them as good as I do now, I had to take advice from other people and take suggestions from other people. Like sometimes we're not always like it's always about listening to your heart, but when things are technical like this and like you can there's like somewhat of an objective standpoint of what could be better and what can't be better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get advice from people and just listen. And if you don't like it, scrap that shit. But you do what they say and you end up liking it, shit, you might. I'm always about like leveling up. Like I dropped a feature with my boy Kovu Soul. I shouted him out before. It's called Look at Me. But like in one of the bars, like cannot stay stuck, but bro, I will not change. Like you do have to change in some sense, but like you are at your core, but like you gotta reinvent yourself. That's what it is. You gotta reinvent yourself.
Bro, I remember this fucking freshman year of high school. That's when I was like on that real like Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates changed my fucking life, dog. Bro, but like he has like a part in the song where it's just him talking. And he was like, wise men change, fools they stay the same. And I was just like, damn, that nigga. And it's break all rules, follow your heart. And I was just like, damn, nigga, yeah, like, because you can't do the same shit over and over. Like that's the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
Is doing the same thing over
Sanity,
and over.
bro.
Expecting a change. Yeah.
I'm glad everybody understands. But you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, I was like, damn, all right, nigga, bet. And so it was just kind of like finding different ways that I could improve myself and just like go on like a self improvement
Route exactly, bro. And once you start, like, it doesn't flow immediately, but once you start getting to the habit, every day is just gonna be about improving yourself or doing something better. Or
little shit every
just,
day too.
yeah, it's little shit, bro. It ain't nothing big. Like, how you just gonna just go like that and just make a drastic change? Like, you take the little stuff and then gradually, and then it results in a big change.
But like, kind of going back to like the fan questions and stuff, you were saying that your biggest inspiration is good music, and in that sense, do you mean like good music is like some lyrical miracle, or like, oh my god, like this sonically, like everything just comes together and culminates, or is it just like, yeah, no, I fuck with this vibe type thing?
Uh, it's all three. It's all three, bro.
I would like to
like
say
because
the all of the above.
yeah, like to be honest, because like I think it's more predicated on vibe for me. Because I feel like as a kid, I was always like, where I just fuck with like certain vibes, like certain energies and certain songs make you feel. That's what music is about, bro.
Feeling, yeah.
Music is about feeling, bro.
Yeah.
I be trying to tell niggas, man, and I'm like, yo, this shit is just about feeling at the end of the day. Like you can say however much you want to say or rap as much as you want, but at the end of the day,
People remember how it makes them feel first.
Absolutely, bro.
before they remember any fucking bar that you said.
And if you
Before
don't
they
feel a specific way when you're doing
Hey.
that shit, and you're not delivering with emotion, like
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like
It's
you can hear it.
you can hear that shit, bro. Like even like songs that aren't necessarily the most like I don't know if you guys know Jay. It's not like a super lyrical song, not like a super message song, but like he starts it off like the bag came from the mud, like and like yo, you just hear that shit and you hear his energy, you like yo, I know how this nigga was feeling in the booth. This shit gets me fucking hype.
Yeah.
So it don't need some super like it could be a song that's not like it's like more of like a pop song or something like that. But as long as you feel that shit, like that's what matters. But I'm also technical. I appreciate lyricism. I appreciate sonics. I appreciate songs for blending all of those the right way. And sometimes you have to take away from certain aspects to make it feel like it should feel.
And then like going off of not even going off of I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes I just be saying shit.
I feel you though.
You say start a sentence, you're like, what the wait, nah, that's not even what I meant to say. But kind of jumping to like 2019 because like both you and like you Chris like New Jersey had a fucking crazy 2019. I ain't gonna lie. You had play in 78 countries, like according to like Spotify's.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
How like do you get DMs or like do you get messages or like, any reception like from like 78 or is it like you get play from like not us but like the United States and then like kind of spots from here and there or is it just like constantly just like niggas from random places? You're like I ain't never heard of fucking Kyrgyzstan, but you know what, y'all niggas go off, bro.
Like ever since I dropped, ironically, the project places, it's been a lot of like internet, like not OD international shit, but like a good amount. I have a good like a solid amount of people from out of the country that are rocking with my shit. Like I'll get like Costa Rica, like the parts of the Netherlands, like the nigga from Australia.
They do.
A lot of people from London fuck with me. Not just London, like the UK. Like
Yeah.
got some people from France. Like got some people from Africa, from the islands. Sometimes people come into my DMs like with Chinese, with like Mandarin or whatever symbols and shit. Like, or
Bro, you're just like I can't read it.
understand.
No, I appreciate it.
I should be like, thank you, bro. I mean, like, thank you, like. But it was
Spice
like,
the message, bro.
word. But like, it started like, it was like since the beginning of last year. But it started like after I dropped All That Matters. That's when it just got hella like. That's when I started getting like the different language like DMs and shit. Like, and I was like, oh shit, like it's just off right now. It's just tough.
With that level of reception, have you ever considered like performing overseas at one point?
Oh, like that's what like my goal is right now. Like whenever I talk to my fans and the fan like tells me they're from somewhere else, I mark that down and I'm just like, make sure you share your music with everybody. Cause like I want to go on like a tour like all over the world ASAP like as soon as possible. Like, I said ASAP, but like yeah, but yeah, like I just mark it down because like bumping my music from New Zealand like today on my story, and then another fan was like, "Oh shit, I thought I was the only one out here," and I'm like, "Nah, let's build this shit so I can pull up over there." Like
That's fucking fire.
That's the type of time I'm trying to be on, bro. Because I'm really trying to go across the world. I honestly haven't been out of the country except for like my home country, so like, in Canada. So like I'm trying to go stupid.
Have you done like, or would you rather do like a fucking like a world tour first and just kind of hit those like pocket cities and pocket countries, or would you want to do like a state tour first?
I would want to do like a tour in the States because like want to see like there's hella cities, one, but I want to see it in in um the United States. I feel like there's a lot of cities in the United States that I haven't seen that I want to see.
Bro, pull up in Dallas,
So
bro. We'll be there.
I'm with it, bro. Like
Dallas or Houston, bro. Just depending on the time.
I'm good, bro. I'm gonna be at South by Southwest with Chris. So like, I don't know how far that shit is, but like, I'll hit y'all when I'm over there.
Bro, when is South by?
Man.
What month is it, bro?
March, like middle of March.
If we have spring break, bro, I'm just saying.
We could,
Look, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, because it'll be y'all, bro. It'll be fucking Bruce will be there. I guarantee you, fucking every nigga from Dallas will migrate down there.
True.
Fucking that hoe would be fucking like, you know what? Shit.
Might have to start planning early.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have heard it here first, bro. Dormville, South by Southwest, bro. We're just gonna have we're gonna buy a little camping tent and do interviews inside that hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it. That would be hard as fuck, bro. Video interviews inside the camping tent. I'll pull up in the camping tent and shit.
Be no fucking room, niggas be in that bitch. Like, people outside pushing and shit. Be like, bro, we're doing an interview. Please stop.
Just relax.
I'm with it, bro. That sounds hard to me.
Nah, facts. Like after this, I'm really about to just like jump on the fucking internet and make sure that if we can go, we're going. If we can't, we're going. You know bro, we about to find some.
I'll use my one skip, bro. Like it's fine.
Bro, I'm just saying. Bro, think about if it was like the weekend or like you know what I'm saying. If it was spring break, because like both me and Mike, we don't have classes on Fridays.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just saying, if I just so happen to miss one of my Thursday classes, bro, Thursday through fucking Monday, because we don't have classes on Mondays. Bro, my nigga, Thursday through Monday on that bitch live than a hoe.
Bro, I'm with all that energy. Just let me know, man, because I'm definitely sliding to South by Southwest. Like, that's a must for me this year. Like, I have to. Like, it's just I feel like that's just every rapper's indoctrination into like out of SoundCloud into like somewhat mainstream popularity. So,
yo, that's kind of like this like, what is the appeal to like rappers for SoundCloud? Like, I like in my brain, I don't understand it. Is like, I understand if it's like, you know, I'm starting this out, I just want to see people like my shit. But
yeah,
there will be niggas that are like on SoundCloud for like, I'm like, bro, you have a fan base, like you have this X amount of following, like
yeah, we already have a couple of songs on Spotify and all that.
But it's just like they're like SoundCloud, nigga.
Oh, bro, I really don't understand that shit.
Like it's just, it's I don't
Like,
know.
is SoundCloud still popping?
I think you can still get buzz on SoundCloud. It's not a viable primary
right
distribution platform. Like you could like it's easy as hell to release your music on all platforms. Like I have some for it. Like I was doing it myself. Before I even had somebody who did my distribution for me, I was just doing it myself. The songs aren't really on there anymore because I didn't feel like it was a need to renew because you have to pay.
Yeah.
I know shit. Like so I was just like, fuck that. I was like, fuck it. But like you could like all this shit you can do yourself. I don't have no manager and all that shit. Like you can do all this shit yourself.
I don't know, like niggas just be like, I'm like, yo, most of y'all
You'll be lazy, bro.
Like, but like my thing, most of them niggas most of them have like somewhat of a day job or like they have some like source of income.
Oh, like niggas be working in offices and shit trying to figure this out. Like, nigga, if you're making like $50K plus a year, it should be no problem for you to get your music career off the ground. You just have to some of that shit and just invest in yourself.
And
you will make it back.
You're already paying for SoundCloud for the space anyway. You could just like take that money out of SoundCloud and just put it into all the other distribution services.
All you have to do is put it on like DistroKid or CD Baby and like all of like whatever.
Yeah, bro, it's easy.
You use, bro, like, but it's just and then especially
it's easy.
If you use fucking CD Baby, you can do what's that shit called? You can do pre-save. I learned about that shit like 2 weeks ago. My boss taught me.
Yeah,
Like
nah.
pre-save campaigns and shit. It's just like my nigga.
Oh,
You,
okay, yeah.
bro. I don't know. Like I'm not these niggas' manager, so I don't care.
He just folded.
Yo, let him listen to this episode. Yeah, like,
Bro,
get some gems.
bro.
For sure. Maybe they'll learn something.
They'll figure it
Nah,
out.
I ain't trying to be a Russ ass nigga. like, I want to be knowledgeable, but I don't want to be shoving that shit down niggas' throats for this shit.
Right.
Bro, Mike, don't you like Britney?
You're like,
Russ doesn't make like terrible music, and I like Russ.
He's not bad.
I appreciate
His
Russ.
personality is
Can throw people off, but like
yeah.
the way he feels about himself and his knowledge is how every rapper should be. That's how I feel about myself. I'm not gonna sit here on here and be like, "Oh, these fucking rappers suck." Like,
Right.
no, like that's how I feel about myself. I gotta big myself up. That's how you have to be in order to like, because you have to be believes the shit. But like, feel me? Like, you don't have to be a dick about it, bro. You don't have to be a dick about it, bro.
Bro, it's season 4, episode 1, and we didn't make up a new fucking question.
yikes.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta come up with one on the spot here.
Yo, huh?
So like usually we do like a last question, and like it's usually like really hard hitting. Well, not really hard hitting, but
It's
like
just
it
like-
takes a bit to answer.
Yeah. Like what was the first season? Was like first time we did it.
Hardest lyric that you've
hardest
heard.
lyric. Then we did who
are you listening to?
to? What are you speaking into existence for 2020, bro?
It's nice.
Bro, I'm speaking hell shit into existence.
Bro,
I got
let
like,
your-
bro,
yeah,
I got this.
bro, let these niggas know.
I got like a book of like my long term goals and shit, and I got like my 2020 goals, and that shit's like it's like 3 pages, like of back to back, like no spaces in between the lines. But like,
All I'm
It's
saying
like,
is, bro, if I'm listening to this shit at night, read me a bedtime story, bro.
South by Southwest, we'll get a performance there. Open up for a big artist, double XL freshman. I would say nominated for a Grammy, but on a non-humble tip, I'm trying to win. I want to win a Grammy. I'm not gonna say try because I feel like try like fucks it up. I want to win a Grammy, and I'm working towards winning a Grammy. Dude, like y'all was asking me about tours. I want to do U.S. tour, like an East Coast tour, a West Coast tour, like all around the country tour, like a world tour. I'm trying to have like 1 million streams on every song that 1 million plus streams on every song that I drop. Like, bro, I got hella goals. I don't know, bro. I got mad shit that I want to do. I want to get on producing, just learn new skills. But like I don't even have the notebook with me. Like I just got a lot of goals. And like a lot of stuff that I just seen people do. Like I want to get on the Billboard charts. Like I want to do all that shit. That shit
Bro, don't say want. I'm going to, bro.
I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm going to do all that shit. Thank you. That's the energy I need. I'm going to do that shit. You feel me? So yeah, that's the goal. Like just to go crazy. I'm just trying to have I'm really trying to like mainly like to round all of that shit out. It would just be I'm going to be the biggest new artist in 2020. So like
Absolutely.
whatever y'all feel like that entails. Nah, but like to round that all out, yeah, that's what I'm speaking into existence.
Yo, let the people know where they can find you and where they can get the music at.
Music is the most important thing, so it's out on all platforms. Babyface, I'm all about the music. I got a lot of music out and a lot of music coming. Mostly singles for right now, but there could be an album at the end of the year or something like that. So once again, on all streaming platforms, Babyface with a PH. You can find me on Twitter, Babyface with a PH 1_, and on Instagram, Babyface with a PH with 2 underscores. And then I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, Hop Off This Cliff. Whatever you got, I'm on TikTok, Babyface, Triller, Babyface. Wherever you're trying to find me, I'm probably there.
Drop the MySpace right now.
I'm gonna get on MySpace. You got me right there. Well, I get on MySpace though. But yeah, that's it.
Hey, bro, much love. We really appreciate you coming on.
Thank y'all for having me, man. For real, that's an honor. It's dope. Dope interviews, man. Thoughtful interviews.
That's what it's all about.
You got me in my zone, girl, you got me in my zone. Oh, I know that you'll call me when you go. Where you work that body, it's so hard to leave it alone. Pussy got me weak, but you know I'm going strong. Girl, you got me in my zone, girl, you got me in my zone.